Hey guys, and welcome to the third module of the Learning on Steroids 1-week bootcamp. In the first two modules, I explained how you can learn faster and get more done. Now in this module, I'm going to explain how you can take action and make these learning hacks a permanent part of your life. Now the unfortunate part is that most people don't take action. I can give a perfect solution with a bunch of walkthroughs and examples, and most people still won't take action on that. So how can you make sure that you're not one of those people? Now earlier in the course I asked you what your number one obstacle was for joining Learning on Steroids. And I got an interesting response because I think it illustrates a common assumption about what it means to take action. So here's what Kenneth writes me. I'm not entirely sure if I need the course. Would there be any difference from if I focused just as hard using the resources I already have? Now the assumption here is that if you just focus your willpower hard enough, you'll take action. Now of course, self-discipline is important for any endeavor. It's important for achieving results. But the problem is, without a systematic strategy for implementing habits, most people will fail. It just takes a one look at the gym emptying out in January after New Year's resolutions are done to see that that's the case. Now let's assume for a second that Kenneth isn't one of those people. He's one of the rare minority that is a go-getter, a self-starter, that always takes action on advice. Maybe he's someone like you. Well, even in that case, having a program like Learning on Steroids can be enormously helpful. Elite athletes don't have coaches because they're lazy. They have coaches because they amplify the internal drive that they already have. So a program like this can be really helpful even if you are a self-starting go-getter, because it allows you to focus your energies and focus your already powerful motivation. The reason I created Learning on Steroids was because I realized ideas are only half the battle. Without a system and a systematic strategy for implementing new habits, most people will fail. That's why the program has guides, coaching, and regular emails, all designed at one goal, helping you implement permanent learning hacks into your life. Learning on Steroids costs $14 a month, and I've structured it to completely eliminate the risk of buying into a program like this. First, there's no commitment for future months. So while I have many happy students who have stayed with the program for over a year, continuing to get value, other students join in, work hard for 1-2 months, and then get out and graduate and use the tactics in their life on their own. Second, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you get in the program, you try it out, and you find out it's not for you, no worries, you can get all of your money back. Because it's 60 days, you could try even up to 2 months of the program before you decide, you know what, this isn't for me, and then you can get out. So there's absolutely no risk of buying into the program, but there is a risk that if you miss your spot, the program might not be open again for months or years, and when it does open again, it could possibly be at a higher price. One of the biggest concerns I got from people was that I don't have time for a course like this. Now first I have to say that the course is designed to save you time. I have examples of students in the case studies who have saved up to 75% of their studying time while getting actually better grades. So in a way, you kind of don't have time not to join the course. But if you're just worried that I'm going to have to devote hours of my day training the tactics before I master them, you don't need to worry, because most of the implementation guides and most of the tactics we teach in the course can be integrated into what you're already studying. So of course, there is going to be some effort and a little bit of hard work as you get used to using the new tactics, but it doesn't need to be a huge new time commitment, as the investment that you make is on stuff that you're already studying. Look, if you've been enjoying the bootcamp, then you're definitely going to like Learning on Steroids. I've been building this program for over a year, and it has dozens of tactics and implementation guides and walkthroughs to help you implement these learning habits as a permanent part of your life. The bootcamp's great, but I barely scratched the surface about what can be done. Each month in the program, you get new guides, videos, and implementation walkthroughs for new learning tactics. The guides are short enough that you can read them in one sitting, so you don't have to wait hours through ebooks and large documents, but at the same time, they're powerful enough that you can start using them right away. Every week you get a new ass-kicking email, and these have little tips on motivation, productivity, and implementing the tactics that you've already learned. These little reminders help you make sure that these habits stay in place and you don't forget about them. Finally, there's a whole community in the forums and access to coaching, so you never get stuck if you're implementing the problem, because you can always ask for help and get structured advice.
Taking in all the guides that I got from Learning on Steroids, I was able to drastically reduce my studying time and and yet still achieve good results. And now I got accepted to Cornell University, and I'm still doing well here, and I'm absolutely enjoying studying and enjoying continuing to learn about so many interesting subjects.
Okay, so I used to be a lot. I mean, I had a lot of pressure in my life. I used to be very, very, very stressed. Very with capital B, very stressed. I was trying to find a way to change this. I just say stop. You know this when you just realize that you can't do this anymore. You can't just keep living like that. Just it's too much stress. You just want to stop. So one of the things I did was joining Learning on Steroids, this program run by Scott. And one of the things that happened to me, it was that I was able to see results in 2 weeks where I changed my lifestyle. So one of the first things I did was changing my lifestyle. So I was able to be like really happier going to class. I have less pressure. Was able to get a better social life, which is I think is really important, getting a better social life. And then adoptive some of the skills I learned through the course, such as note compression or trying to learn things by connection. My grades improved. So not only I'm able right now to go out and meet with friends and do things like normal people do, but also I'm able to score really good grades. If you want to see changes in your life, such as academic changes, professional changes, or personal changes, this is the way to do it. And you might not see results in 1 week right away, but if you keep and you stick to the course and you keep motivated, you will see results.
You've listened this far and you've been following the bootcamp. Now is the time to take action. Click below and join Learning on Steroids. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk in trying it. However, registration is going to close in less than 72 hours, so if you don't get your spot now, you may not be able to get in again for months. Join now, and I'll see you when the program starts on Monday. Thanks.